What other rabble do I need to deal with? Because it seems like everyone's dealt with.
To arms! Get over here! Alarm!
No one can save you now, boy.
Ow! Had enough?
No. Yeah.
Ha! I'll slaughter you. Fucked up. Oh dear, did that hurt?
No, not really. Nothing permanent.
Yeah! Yeah! Ale dobre dele! I'm over here.
I'm aware. That's right. Finally getting the hang of this frickin' combat. You can't let your stamina get down, because if you do, you're fucked. Done. Alright, I'm gonna go grab that guy's helmet. Because I cannot live with this fucking helmet on my head. This one. That's much better.
Please, help me. Thank you.
My pleasure. Sir Divish sent me to find you. And it looks like I arrived just in time.
I've got this plate in front of my mouth so I can't
I'm
get
Henry
stabbed in the
Scallops.
face.
My name is Marius Belek, Master Locator. Sir Divish sent me here to survey the area.
Well, the
That's
outlaws are
mighty
out of the way,
prescient of
so
your
we can go and
parents to
report
name you
him, right?
Master Locator.
Not just yet. Those bastards caught me as soon as I arrived. And so far all I've seen is the inside of the tent they tied me up in. I still have a job to do. Although I won't see much in the dark. I'll have to spend the night. Though I doubt I'll get a wink of sleep after what happened. You sure there are no more bandits around?
Pretty sure.
You've nothing to worry about. Unless you're afraid of hares.
Well, come to me after dawn and we'll look the place over together. I'll explain everything to you.
Alright. Good night.
It's nice that they actually thought of that. Don't worry, I'll eat. I'll eat whatever delicious soup they were making. I need to drop just a little bit. A roast duck. Well, that can go. You here? Oh, come on. It had lots of lockpicks in it. Okay. No, I know that. I need... Don't show me that. Show me Lost in the Woods. Okay. Green one. He's over there. Right. There's a sweet spot. I'll take a cheap wine. Good morning, Putz.
Here I am.
Excellent. We can start inspecting the area right away. See what can be built where. Shall we get to it then?
I'll escort you then. At least I can make sure you don't get caught again.
What? Are there more of those bandits around?
No, I just meant... Never mind. Should we get going?
Why you gotta be so freaking slow, dude? I will let you ride my horse if we can move a little faster. Yes, Mud, yes.
This is a good spot for the rat house. Every village must have one. It'll be nice and prominent here. It's on the hillside, so the foundations will stay dry. It can have its own little square, close to the church. There's no better site here.
Okay. Are you gonna fix up this church that was under construction that I've killed Runt in the attic of? I stabbed him pretty good. He got stabbed. By me. Hello?
The church is still standing. Good. Good. Whoever built it did a good job. Considering how old it is and what it's been through recently, it stood up well.
Mutt, can you shut the
It won't
fuck
be an
up
easy
for a
job
second?
to fix it, but it can be done. Timber alone won't do though.
Look what I've got for you. You'll love this.
Here, have a dried boar meat and leave me alone.
blacksmith's shop here. Maybe a baker's?
So you're kind of like a city planner, but like a shitty city planner? I thought he might ask me questions about what I think would go where. But if I'm just watching him, like, this is kind of lame. I can understand why they're like, we'll skip it.
There's a lot of space here. It just needs clearing thoroughly. Then we could even fit stables here.
Wouldn't that be fun? Then I could ask Teresa to move into my house here. Because I built it. And I would be the ruler of this town. Yeah, I know what the DLC is.
Main approach road and stream.
But we need lots and lots of gold, so I don't know how much we're gonna actually get this done.
This bridge needs reinforcing. It won't last long in this condition.
Thanks,
I reckon it
Captain
makes
Obvious.
sense to build a weir over the stream down there. The water here is clean and can be used to supply the village until we sink a well. It's a good thing we have this stream. No point in building without a water source.
Yeah. So you're just gonna wander aimlessly and make a few comments and then we're gonna go home? Could you have wandered aimlessly quietly? Yeah, because that's the main road. Mutt. Go home.
Back to the mill. Ho!
I want you to be helpful, but you're not very helpful right now. You just run around and
I
bark.
can't even see past the trees and ruins whether there's room for anything there. But at least the trees are strong and healthy. All we need is a few good woodcutters, and we won't have to bring in any timber from elsewhere.
Because we're in the middle of the woods. Dude. Like this is Central Europe. Everywhere is the woods that isn't a town. We usually don't need to bring in woodcutters. Or I'm sorry, we don't need to bring in lumber from other places usually.
They'll come in handy, and we're close to the stream.
That's where a mill's gonna go, because then you can use the stream to run the wheel, and then we can have flour right here in town.
It's like, thanks. Coming? So slow.
Lots of space here.
Yes. This'll be the main square. Yeah. 'Cause big and flat and most people live here. Yes. I'm gonna go see if there's any stuff to steal. Even though I'm already overweight. Because I'm a loot goblin, that's why. Hooray, a new perk point. I'll take the poison, that's it. Because I'm gonna poison some shit. At some point in the future, I'm not sure when. I got a perk point for lockpicking. Lasting lockpicks. Repairman. Oh, that's fun. 20% chance isn't bad.
Big space, clean water, close to the village green. A good site for an inn.
Yeah, the inn will be right there.
That's that then. The most essential surveying is done.
Okay. So now what?
Good health to you, sir.
So, Master Locator, ready to start building?
There's a long way to go before that. The few ruins that are left are basically beyond repair. It's all overgrown with brush.
Oh dear.
We'll have to get it all cleared before we can start rebuilding it.
So it is possible to rebuild everything,
Yes, absolutely.
but building a whole village is no small enterprise.
We'll need timber, lots of it, which isn't a problem in the middle of the woods, of course.
Uh-huh.
We'll have to hire wage labor to begin with. Quite a lot of men. I think we should get started without delay. There's a lot of work involved, but it'll be well worth the effort.
Hey,
I
you
can
know who we could put
just
here?
Imagine it. The church will
We could
dominate
get
the whole
all of the
settlement.
people who are unemployed in
news.
Ratai out here
When will you inform
chopping
Sir Divish?
wood
Why wait?
and building
I'll head to
shit.
Townburg right
And
away.
now they have houses.
Would you keep an eye on things here in the meantime? It would be rather embarrassing to run into more bandits when I return with Sir Divish.
No problem. I'll be right here.
It shouldn't take us long.
So I'm just supposed to wait.
My lord,
Oh, okay.
welcome to Pribyslavitz. That is to say, welcome back to Pribyslavitz after all these years. Well, what's left of it.
Not to worry, Marius. I'm glad to be back in my old hamlet. Although, it seems to have aged about as gracefully as I have over the years.
I beg to differ, sir. It's quite dilapidated, unlike your good self. But at least it's safe now. Thanks in part to Henry here, who also saved me from a predicament that cost me valuable time. Who knows?
Yeah, I
Hadn't
stabbed
been
a whole
him,
bunch of people. It was pretty
we
cool.
might not even be talking now.
Well, lad, in the end, you managed things in your own way, I see. Just as you said you would.
I did my best, sir.
I killed them.
There was no reasoning with them. They thought since it was 4-1, I'd be no trouble.
I expect that was a fatal mistake.
Just so, sir.
No loss. At least they won't be troubling us again. Let's get down to the matter in hand, shall we? What state is Pribyslavitz in?
Sir, in my official capacity as locator, I am gratified to inform you that the hamlet of Pribyslavitz may be renewed. And indeed it offers prospects of considerable expansion beyond its former limits.
Splendid. Finally, some good news for this province.
And badly needed, too.
So, what have you discovered so far? I want to know all the details.
Rebuilding a whole village must cost a king's ransom, though.
It's true it won't come cheap. Before the tradesmen settle here and start producing and trading, it will be necessary to invest a certain amount of capital.
A certain amount? How much exactly?
I wouldn't venture to state a precise amount at this point, but I expect it will come to some thousands, even tens of thousands of groschen.
That much? I hope you're good at haggling.
We shall, of course, attempt to procure everything at the best possible price. But raising a settlement from the ashes you see around you is a costly business. Nevertheless, I can assure you, my lord,
That's the name of the
that if all
DLC
goes
from
well,
the Ashes. He said
the
the title.
investment shall all come back to you with interest.
I hope I shall live to enjoy it, Master Marius.
A village isn't a village without villagers. You'll need new subjects. Even preparing the ground for a building will need lots of labor. Where can we find so many people, sir?
You sound skeptical, lad. But it's a good question. I've already given it some thought. I've agreed with Radzik and Hanish that we shall make an announcement in Rattay to invite people to move here and help with the construction, which will bring them many benefits, but also obligations. In addition, I expect the prospects of a new home will appeal to your former Skalitz neighbor.
The thing that I
more than
said,
a
yeah.
makeshift camp by the castle walls.
They'll be delighted, sir.
A splendid solution, sir. I've also been concerned about how to bring settlers here. But now it seems there will be no shortage of new inhabitants after all.
And a lot of them had previous jobs, like tradesmen.
We had a scout around.
We conducted a basic survey, from which we can make a preliminary outline of the parcels. I already have in my head an initial plan of what can be built where.
We should certainly have a church. I'd like to preserve the existing one.
That should present no serious obstacles. The building is in much better condition than we anticipated. But extensive reconstruction will be required.
Right.
That's to be expected.
There's a stream here, and a well, right in the middle of the village.
Yes, and there are abundant woods around. Clearing them will provide both extra land and timber supplies that we can use right away.
Right now, I believe we're standing on the village green, aren't we?
The future green, that is. The village centre will comprise at least 6 large buildings to begin with. We can't fit any more than that here, so there will be other buildings away from the square. In particular, more extensive structures.
I'm glad to hear it. I never expected you'd find so much space here in the middle of the woods. The building work we're about to engage
But if you get rid
is
of the
only the
trees,
first part
there's
of that
infinite
one.
space in the
Later,
middle
we'll
of the
clear
woods,
more
especially
forest
in
for
Central
agricultural
Europe.
and build more farmhouses.
It's mostly woods out there.
But for now, we'll have to focus on more sensible goals.
As you wish, my lord.
It seems things are finally looking up. We routed the bandits in battle, and Henry took care of the remnants. When can we get to work?
Right away, as far as I'm concerned. All we need is people and the necessary funds.
I have
And we need someone to
$110.
keep order, at least in the interim.
True. I'll leave you some of my men.
If I may, I would recommend quickly appointing a bailiff to take responsibility for the renewal of the village, its coffers, and its citizens.
True. First things first. Since you understand these matters best, you shall take charge of the land parceling and building works. You'll be available to the bailiff, but answerable directly to me.
I'd be honored, sir. Thank you.
And, as regards the office of bailiff, what about you, Henry?
Yes, sir?
You've proven yourself well. You've demonstrated that you're capable of solving problems, and you command the respect of your former Skalitz neighbors.
Well, I'm not so sure.
And you're also capable of maintaining law and order.
I must concur.
So, let us expedite matters. Henry, I hereby appoint you to the office of bailiff of the hamlet of Pribyslavitz, in my domain.
Yes.
My lord, it's a great honor.
I shall rule with an iron fist.
You will oversee the initial renewal and administration of the village that will set the ground for further development. But don't imagine it'll be a bed of roses, lad. Being bailiff doesn't mean you can do whatever you like.
Uh-huh.
If you don't treat the settlers rightly, I'll soon find out and relieve you of your office. Besides, we can't spare a single groschen from the Talmberg coffers now, with the province in chaos. So, you'll have to cover the cost for the building work from your own purse.
I have $110.
But Marius said it would cost a fortune.
True, but from what I hear, you know how to get your hands on coin enough. So, I expect you'll manage it just fine.
I'd like to know who's been spreading such gossip.
And I am assigning you certain specific tasks. You must ensure
All my
the
armor's
building of the
stolen
church.
off dead people.
That means complete reconstruction, wall paintings, and a new altar. See to it that in the future, the village will be capable of supporting a certain number of people. For that, you will need to ensure the construction of essential artisans' buildings. And ultimately, the village must produce sufficient earnings to fund further expansion.
Right.
But, sir, I've never done...
I understand your concerns, but you'll be handsomely rewarded. I shall grant you the proceeds from the whole village for the first 5 years, and you have my permission to use the surrounding woods and land as you see fit.
Well, that's, I mean...
That almost
Are you
has him
sure
as a
I'm the right
landed
man for the
knight,
job, sir?
guys. That's
It's a lot of
actually a
responsibility.
great
As
offer
you said
in
yourself,
this day and age.
Henry, it's a great honor. Besides, you won't be alone in it. I'll assist you and supervise the construction work.
Phew. All right, then.
So, we're agreed. You'll give this document to the Rattay bailiff. He'll make the announcement to invite settlers. which should ensure enough people to begin work. At the same time, your official appointment as bailiff will be announced.
I don't know what to say, sir.
I'm sure you won't disappoint me, Henry. And now I must get back to my duties at Talmberg. Send word when everything is prepared.
Certainly, sir. Have a safe journey.
Farewell, sir.
I had a recording die. Hold on. Sorry about that. I'll try to find the rest of the cutscene somewhere and just splice that in, basically. So I might look a little different because it's not me. The bailiff's mace I got from him. And I got the... Where is it? Oh, I don't have the announcement for some reason. Huh. I know. I'll just place some stuff in this chest. Like the captain's mace. And... Huh. Alright, that was enough. Let's talk.
What now?
Before we can start building as much as an outhouse, we'll have to get the whole area cleared, and we'll need lots of people to work the land and parcel it out.
Right. So I suppose I'd better get to Rattay first and see to that announcement.
Indeed. I'm sure the bailiff will be more than happy. It will get the refugees out of his hair, and the citizens will stop complaining. I'll stay here for now and start planning the building plots. As soon as the laborers arrive, I'll start allocating work to them.
Alrighty. So, on our way back, we're gonna go by... Huh. We're gonna go by... Sasso? We should probably deliver Sir Radzig's stuff first. So we'll go to Merhayed. Rovna's not so sure about me, but everybody else loves me. Oi, how's it looking?
My respects to you.
How's it looking, Melikar?
Oh my god, I said it.
I'm glad to see you, Henry. I'd like to thank you again. Everyone is cured. It's nothing short of a miracle.
Oh, that's a relief.
So don't
We've
drink
suffered
poison water, you
We've
got
all
it?
suffered enough.
God's truth. You know, the folk here are truly grateful. They'd have you and Nicodemus canonized if they could. They brought me gifts for the two of you. I wasn't keen on the idea at first. We're not left with much since the livestock died. But since you're here...
Well, thank you.